together your best game of the year as a unit?
We spend 365 days preparing for that game, so to come out like that, it means a lot.
Was it kind of unexpected, or was this you guys knowing, hey, this is coming, we just need to keep working to get there?
Just, working to get there.
You're going to be playing next to a new player this week with Wyatt. How much confidence do you have in him? How would you describe him as a player?
Wyatt, he's really grown as a player over the whole season, and, I do believe that he's ready to play. I trust him.
How hard is it to lose, though, Demetrius?
With a guy like Demetrius, being the leader that he is and, kind of preparing Wyatt for the whole season, our whole entire thing is that, when your name is called, you got to be ready. And I think Meach prepared Wyatt for that, so I don't think there's going to be a drop-off.
Urban said Josh Myers and Joshua Alabi are also going to be in that mix. Just what do you see from them, and how prepared are they to step in if they're needed for this game?
Josh Myers and Josh Alabi are both, excellent players. Just the same thing I said about Wyatt. They've all improved over the entire season, gotten a lot better, and, they're ready as well. If anyone in the twos at Ohio State, they're ready to play football.
Is it harder for that next man up approach on an offensive line where you want to be a cohesive group? I know you guys work together a lot, that front five. Does that make it more difficult when a new guy has to step in?
No, it does not. Because, like I said, just the bond we all have in the room, when people step up and they're ready to play, there's no problem at all.
Do you guys mix? Do you guys switch in and out, first and second team guys sometimes in case something like this happens?
No, but Coach Stud does preach, you better be ready when your name's called.
Michael, what stands out to you about this Northwestern defensive line?
Oh, they're tough, hard-playing defensive linemen. They play hard, most definitely. And I think they're really good.
I knew you were born in Cincinnati, but you grew up obviously in Michigan. How was this last weekend for your family and friends up in Canton? Did you get a chance to have some fun conversations on Saturday and Sunday?
They all, it was kind of, at first they were kind of disappointed, but then they ended up showing some love towards me.
So there wasn't anybody who was still mad at you?
No.
Defensively, who does Northwestern most remind you of, schematically, personnel-wise? Who from your schedule this year do you think they're most similar to?
With the way they play, I think they're more similar to, 2 years ago. Not 2 years ago, a year ago, Iowa. They play hard.
Yeah. So what, you guys obviously in that game didn't have the result you were looking for. What can you take from that Iowa game now, moving forward, that you can learn from to apply to this weekend? What are the lessons from last year that you can apply to this weekend?
The lessons I would say from that game is to, when things don't go your way, regroup. That's one of the biggest issues that we had with that game last year.
You guys have done it this year, right? Whether it's in the game or after the game.
I think we've done a lot better job of regrouping. We'd never, Penn State, we won by 1 point. Maryland, we won by 1 point. And we know that things don't always go our way. So I think we're more prepared for that this year.
Obviously, there's a ring on the line this week, but last week was the team up north. A lot was on the line in that game. Given that you guys are the favorites in this, how do you keep that same intensity, that juice when you
By respecting our opponent and giving them our very best, because they're going to give us their best.
How close were you guys to perfect on Saturday against Michigan? What did you do to neutralize them? What was different?
I don't think we were perfect. we could have did a lot better. Every unit could have did a lot better.
What could your group, your line group, have done to be even better against Michigan? How do you take that performance and move forward to Northwestern, saying, "Hey, we're going to be even better"?
Just build upon it. That's all I can say. Is just, what you make your good great and make your great elite.
How much of an advantage is it to you now? This is your third year. You've kind of seen most of the defenses in the league. You've seen a lot of different styles of defenses. How much of an advantage is it for you to have in your mind, like, okay, they're doing something similar to what I've already seen? Like, you don't generally see a lot of just completely new stuff, right? Like, how much of an advantage is that at this point in your career?
You know, now being a much older player, you just kind of get used to the different looks faster. So that plays a huge advantage in that.
And how do you, I mean, now you've got a first-time starter playing next to you. How do you help how do you help Wyatt get, kind of get up to speed to where you are? Because he obviously doesn't have those years of experience and having seen and gone up against this stuff, all these different styles of defenses. What can you do? What can you tell him to kind of help get him up to speed on that?
Just really helping him study as much as possible.
Just film study?
Yeah.
Is there anything during the game you can do, or is that just kind of like you've got to put in the work during the week, or otherwise you're kind of...
You got to put in the work during the week. You play how you practice.
What about Northwestern?
Last question.
reminds you of Iowa?
Just how hard they play. You know, if you really, a lot of people don't know, but like if you sit down and watch the film, you know that they play hard.
Is that what Sadrawa was telling you guys, or is that what you noticed?
That's what I noticed personally.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
So-
That's my